Good morning, guys. This is where my tent was. There were tents all through here. Still some people over there wrapping up. Not really the best spot because there's shit everywhere. People shit everywhere, even right here. Shit. It's just kind of gross. Reminds me of the Shens on the AT. I remember going through the Shens and just like everywhere I camped through that stretch, there was just toilet paper everywhere and just shit, and it was nasty. I had a couple campsites that were just really gross. That's what it kind of reminded me of. Did not have a good night of sleep. My pad was deflating quickly. It blew it up twice. When I looked at the time, and it was only like 1 a.m. So I said, fuck this, I'm gonna try to find this hole and patch it and try to not have a night of no sleep. So I spent an hour going over it. Realized that it was the hole that I patched the other day. The patch wasn't holding again, so I repatched it. I went back to sleep and it still wasn't holding, so I don't know. It's got to be that same one. It's just my patches aren't holding for whatever reason. So there's a lake in about 5 miles. I'm gonna float it. Make sure once again that there's no other holes that I see, and I don't know, maybe try to patch it a different way. I've got a couple different repair kits, but this is the way that I've done all the other ones and they've been fine, so I don't know why this isn't working for this particular hole. So I was on the ground most of the night. Had really bad back, I was just having back pain from being on the ground, and it just kind of sucked. So 2 nights of not much sleep. I'll do the best that I can today. It is, well, it's before 7:30, so not getting a terribly late start. I think we do start climbing pretty much first thing this morning. Other than that, I haven't looked at the elevation all that much. Fireball was talking to me last night. She was saying that she doesn't think that she's going to do one of the reroute coming up. So that being said, she's figuring she only has 7 more hiking days, which really kind of put it into perspective for me that since I'm likely going to do the reroute, I'm probably looking at 2 weeks max of hiking left. So that's kind of crazy. I'm starting to think that maybe I can try to pop around and finish up some of the miles that I didn't get, down near Etna and whatever. But I don't know. I'm gonna keep thinking about that over the next week or so, see if that's something reasonable that I could do, and maybe I'll try to stretch this out a little more and actually get them all done. I'm very thankful that I haven't had to skip a whole lot of sections. I mean, there's plenty of hikers that we've met who have skipped 600 plus miles, no joke. That's absolutely crazy. We've still managed to keep it under 100. We're at 97 so far. I think that we've had to actually skip, so it wouldn't be terribly difficult for me to go make that up. I don't know, I'm just thinking out loud at this point. So I'll catch up with all y'all in a little bit. Stopped down here at this little lake to float my pad yet again. Patched the same fucking hole for the 3rd time. Did it a little differently. See if this holds. This is the best I can do with it. The hole is right in one of the little divots on the bottom, where the baffles are. if you're familiar with the Nemo shape. And I think that's why I'm having so much trouble trying to patch it. But if this doesn't work, I don't know. I might just have to bite the bullet and get a fucking new one. I do not want to spend another fucking $200, $250 or whatever, but I can't keep not getting sleep. I know that. And I mean, it's not like I won't use it in the future, but not an expenditure that I want this late into the hike. Had a little snack. Just getting back on the PCT and take lunch in a little bit here. Got my meal cold soaking. Just getting a move on from lunch. I laid back a little bit and started to doze off and thought, man, I need to get fucking moving or else I'm gonna fall asleep. I want to sleep for 2 hours. So, got another big climb ahead of us. But just feeling very tired. The lack of sleep, and even like all this smoke that's going on is like changing the color of the sky and the way the sun's hitting the ground, so it feels like it's fucking like evening, 5-6 o'clock in the evening right now, and it looks that way too, like just the way that the sun looks. I don't know, it's hard to explain, but I was told that the smoke makes that happen. But all these things are just making me more sleepy, so I really hope this patch holds tonight and that I can get some decent sleep. I believe we are around 13 in for the day. I'd like to get up and over this next climb. It's similar mileage up as the one this morning, but it's less down to a couple campsites. Hopefully if I keep the same pace that I've had this first half of the day, I can make that happen and make for a easier time into town over the next couple days. Got about 1.5 miles to camp left. That'll put us right around 25 for the day. So a better day than I thought I was gonna have. That will put us less than 25 to Stevens Pass, which is where I'll get off to go to Leavenworth. Now I could get to Stevens Pass tomorrow. The problem is going to be trying to hitch out, you know, later in the evening. It's usually more difficult to get hitches once the sun starts going down. I think that'll probably be the plan for tomorrow, is to try to at least get there. If I can hitch in, I will. Maybe stay at the KOA. There's a KOA right outside of Leavenworth, and I think it's like under $20 to camp there. They also have showers and laundry. Same kind of deal as the one in Shasta that we stayed at. If I can't get a hitch, I'll just camp there at the trailhead and go into Leavenworth first thing in the morning. Either way, I'd like to get a hotel for Tuesday night. It's Sunday now. Tomorrow is Monday, either KOA or camp at the trailhead. Tuesday, I would like to have a hotel. But I haven't had cell service in days, not since Snoqualmie. So I haven't been able to book anything. I'm excited to see Leavenworth. It's been the town that I've been looking forward to the most. I wish I wasn't going into it completely exhausted, but I think I'm still gonna have a good time. I'm excited for some real food. Hopefully something that is not fucking brewery food. I feel like throughout this hike I've eaten at so many goddamn breweries. I just like, there's nothing that I wouldn't want over a brewery right now. Like, I like a brewery sometimes, but I feel like they always kind of have the same sort of shit. It's always sort of the same environment. It's gotten so old. Like, I'd rather just have fucking greasy fast food than a brewery. So I'm hoping that there'll be some more options in this town. I think there will be. All right, y'all, I'm here at camp, getting ready to crawl into my quilt. It's getting a little cold, colder than the last few nights at least. I can see my breath. But got here, set up the tent, ate dinner, hung my bear line, and good thing I did, because there's a bunch of mice running around. I've seen a bunch of them since I've been hanging here, but a few other people camped here. It's not the best campsite. It's real not flat, and not a whole lot of space, but it'll do. Like I said, we got under 25 to Stevens Pass, so we're going to hopefully get there tomorrow and see if we can get to town. Anyway, have a good night, guys. See you tomorrow.